on my mom. Brenda McCallum was born October 30th, 1958 to Aaron and Janet Leffler. She had 3 sisters, and her parents named the girls in order of the alphabet: Angie, Brenda, Cindy, and Debbie. Her uncle would tease her dad for the fact that he only had daughters. Her dad told his brother, if God thought I needed another man in the house, he would have given me a son. Growing up, Brenda wore glasses as a child and she hated them. She started putting her glasses behind the wheel of her parents' car so they would be broken and she did not have to wear them. She successfully avoided wearing glasses for a good portion of her childhood. Fast forward into her 20s, her sisters started having kids. She loved having little ones that called her Aunt Brenda. She spoiled them with several gifts, including stickers, $2 bills, and candy. Speaking of candy, Brenda loved candy and she had a bit of a sugar addiction. She's probably one of the only people that actually liked candy corn and Dot candy. Actually, the little bags that everyone has in front of them in the boxes are some of her favorite candies. So I was trying to come up with a lot of different things that she really loved. In her teen years, she met her husband, Roger. Together, they enjoyed sailing, spending time at the marina on the Clinton River, riding on Roger's motorcycles, listening to 70s classic rock, and skeet shooting. It was always interesting to see Brenda skeet shooting because the shotgun was almost as tall as her. Brenda loved music, and it provided comfort on tough days. One artist she liked had a song with lyrics where he said, "We're a part of something special." I will stay humble, and I believe in the good things coming. This helped her enforce her positive outlook on life. Brenda truly loved warm weather, and on their honeymoon, she and Roger spent a month in Hawaii, which is why we have a little luau here today. While in Hawaii, she enjoyed the warm weather, beaches, sunsets, tropical flowers, dolphins, and tropical birds. In order to have positive reminders of this vacation, she decorated the walls of her home with pictures of these things from Hawaii. At a very young age, Brenda was told by her doctor that she would not be able to have children. In her early 20s, she was quite confused when she became pregnant. When I was born, it took a long time for my hair to grow. Strangers assumed that I was a boy. In order to solve this problem, she taped bows to my head and put me in bonnets. So I desperately wanted a little brother when I was younger, and my mom thought getting pregnant again was impossible. However, in her 30s, she became pregnant with David. I was so excited to have a little brother. I told everyone, Mom and Dad said I couldn't have a little brother, but God listened to my prayers, and now I get one. As we grew, we attended school, and Brenda would volunteer at the elementary school. When kids were off school in December, my mom and dad would have family week. And during this time, we went bowling, played games, and watched movies. We watched Hook, and during that movie, my mom used to tell David and I that we were her happy thoughts. Brenda met several of my brother and I's friends over the years. She acted as a mother to several of these friends and stayed in touch through calls, texts, and cards. My best friend Sandy I forgot I worded this for somebody else to read, so I'm like changing third person to first person. So my best friend Sandy told my mom that her dog was let out in the backyard and quickly cried at the door to come back in. Brenda said, if I had to go outside in the cold, wet grass, in bare feet and naked, I'd run back inside crying too. Brenda had a place in her heart for her little ones, whether they were people or fur babies. Throughout the year, Brenda would decorate her house for each season. There were flowers in spring, sunshine faces with sunglasses in summer, and a winter wonderland when it started snowing. In the fall, she loved seeing the trees change color, and she and I would find the most beautiful leaves for an art project. We would put leaves in between wax paper, add crayon shavings, and melt the crayons between sheets of this wax paper with an iron. These works of art would stay on the wall throughout the fall season. David and I got our sea legs at a very young age. The family took all of our vacations on the 36-foot Islander sailboat. We sailed to Tobermory, Canada, Port Huron, Metro Beach. Port Huron, Metro Beach, Cedar Point, Kelly's Island, and Put-in Bay. We even brought our cat on the boat trips. Brenda loved fresh flowers, and there was a tall lilac tree in the side of her house. When we were kids in elementary school, she would actually use a ladder to get on the roof to clip branches off lilacs. She put these beautiful light flowers in every room of the house. Brenda would also bring bunches of lilacs to every teacher that taught David and I over the years. These teachers had fond memories of Brenda each spring when the lilacs would bloom. While Brenda did not have grandchildren, she considered her grandma to David and I's pets. Over the years, these fur babies included 4 grand kitties, 3 hedgehogs, and an opossum. She spoiled these little ones with toys, treats, and lots of love. Over the years, the family had celebration dinners at Luigi's in Harrison Township. My mom and dad actually celebrated their 39th anniversary in April. During this family dinner, my mom enjoyed several rolls, salad, potatoes, filet with au jus, and a virgin strawberry daiquiri. She was very petite, and we were all very surprised to see how much she could eat that night. Brenda used these anniversary dinners to reflect on challenges we survived and to celebrate recent accomplishments. In her free time, Brenda gave both time and money to charity organizations. She supported Open Hands Food Pantry, Neighbors United, Families Against Narcotics, and the Brain Injury Association of Michigan. While Brenda struggled with several serious and painful illnesses for 3 decades, she did her best to keep a smile on her face, usually suffering in silence. When asked how she was, she frequently responded with the answer, "I'm doing better." Brenda did her best to keep a positive attitude. She survived a lot of things the doctors said other people lost their lives to. She lived through multiple car accidents, a closed head injury, chronic migraines, MRSA, sepsis, gangrene, rheumatoid arthritis, fibromyalgia, infected root canals, stroke, mini strokes, 107-degree temperature, 2 collapsed lungs at the same time, COPD, grand mal seizures, mercury poisoning, and blood clots which were close to going into her heart. While Brenda tried to avoid burdening others with her pain, she found comfort in doing kind deeds. One day she put glitter on the sidewalk, and later she heard a little girl say, "Mom, look, a princess was here." While driving, she would always stop to let pedestrians and animals cross the road. She would even go as far as slowing down and pointing her finger at squirrels to say, "Stay there," which is something I do now. And you do too. When she saw an ambulance drive by or passed a car accident, she said a little prayer to help the people that needed it. In the winter, Brenda handed out new gloves to employees working fast food at fast food restaurants in the drive-thru. She'd always wave at people when they let her merge in. On a regular basis, Brenda sent encouraging text cards and CDs of music that she had made. After a heavy rain, she taught me to watch out for worms and avoid stepping on them. She did, however, get really disgusted when I would pick them up and carry them to the grass to save them. Brenda became well known at the bank for her unique requests. For decades, she ordered $2 bills. She would give 5 to 7 $2 bills to loved ones and even to strangers. She had one stipulation for this gift. The recipient would keep the gift and then continue to give the remaining items, the remaining bills, to other people. So, if anybody has ever seen a $2 bill, definitely think of my mom, because she has special ordered them from a lot of different people. Sandy's mom being one of them at the bank. Brenda was always looking for ways to do small acts of kindness for family, friends, and strangers. She didn't wait for a special occasion to give gifts to people. Brenda truly felt it was more important to give than to receive. Her life was enriched when she gifted through presents, compliments, and words of encouragement. It was her goal to plant seeds to create chain reactions of kindness. In honor of Brenda, I would like to encourage everyone to do one small act of kindness every day. Acts of kindness do not need to cost money. It can be as easy as calling someone you haven't talked to in a while. Texting a friend to tell them you're on their mind. They're on your mind. Holding the door for someone or smiling when you make eye contact with a stranger. Everyone's fighting secret battles in their lives that may never know or understand. Your act of kindness can touch their heart and make a positive impact on their life. Use your time and your heart to touch the people close to you, just as Brenda did while she was here with us. So, thank you everybody for coming. Thank you for your patience for my long eulogy, but she really touched a lot of people. So, thank you. all these pineapples home. So if there is a pineapple on your table that you would like, please take it. They're fresh pineapples I picked up yesterday, and I hope everybody enjoys the little candies. Like I said, I was trying to find out for favorite candies, and please fill out the address cards. So I can send everybody thank you cards with a little memorial card of my mom. And I actually had the cookies special made. There were some special sugar cookies that Corey's cousin's wife had actually made with the hibiscus flower, which is something that she absolutely loved. So I know there's some extra food that's back there and some Boston coolers, which David and I grew up having. So please enjoy yourself. We have the hall until 5, so enjoy whatever cocktails or wine that you'd like up at the bar. But please fill out the memory cards if you knew my mom, fill out the address cards, and take lots of pictures and send them to me or whomever you know that's who had invited you, because I would love to see everyone's personal memories from today as well. So, thank you.